graveyards, and I'm trying to hurry and clean up some wheels. I sold them to a guy, and they had some of the plasti-dip on them, and it held up actually pretty good. In fact, I'll show you here in just a minute how well it's not coming off. If you put it on in little light coats, the stuff actually holds up quite well. But that's what they more or less look like, except for the center cap and everything was black. And get them pretty clean, and they look like they're back to original. I'm just going to show you kind of the with this, and it's got that high pressure nozzle on it, but I'll show you how well it stays on there, considering this thing will usually strip paint and everything off like that. Would you look at that? Brand new, like it's coming off the showroom floor. Okay, not really, but it looks great. And look at this motor.
You hear that, YouTube? You hear that, YouTube? Look at this thing. This thing's old.
What I did was went through and and by the way, you should never use that high pressure tip for washing your car. That thing will strip everything off if it can, especially once it can get up underneath it. But I got most of the clear coat, like the loose stuff. I could keep working on it and probably get a heck of a lot more. This back, this was really coming off. You can see more. It was just in little spots here and there, and it really started working all that. Same with a lot of this, and across here. And then all along here, a lot of this was coming up right through there. So, and the reason I did that is because it's just a beater car, a little work car, get back and forth. But I am thinking about trying something. And I was thinking about going to my local Bomgaars, grabbing some of their industrial paint they use, they have there for tractors and equipment and stuff, and just sanding this down kind of quick. Nothing ain't gonna be pretty. I might patch up those couple spots. This one's really rusted through, so I don't know what I'll have to do. I'll have to peel all that off and see what I want to do there. Or I'm not gonna get carried away though, but I would like to maybe just try that paint on this to see, how everything turns out, looks. Won't be nothing pretty. I am not an auto body guy at all. I mean, I'll give it, what I can and do what I can, or what I think is right. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that just for this, just kind of for fun, see what it would cost and how much time and everything it would take. So anyway, let me know if you think I should. See if I can get some time to try it. I don't know. Because like I said before, the old Dodge, I do want to do it, and of course I want it to be better, but I'm not super concerned about it being perfect or just super amazing, because 2005, this car's a 2003. They're older, paid for. I don't care. I like them nice, but I'm not going to spend a good paint job. If you go uptown and get somebody to quote, I think Mako, actually I had Mako quote just the cab alone on that truck was $3,000, and somebody else higher quality, shit, you're looking at probably $8 to $10 grand minimum. And yeah, they use better paints and everything. I get it. I know all that, and there's nothing wrong with it if you have the money and you want to dump into it and keep it all nice, but I'm not that concerned. I use my truck to work, pull things, do things. This car is just to go back and forth to work. But, you know, just to try it out, if you guys think I should do it, I don't know, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to get a little more off this guy. This was the worst one. I don't know if I'll turn this into just a short little video or if I'll just add this to another one, depending on what I got going on, like I said, with my crazy schedule. But we'll see what happens and do what we can. I figured it out. Like I said, I'd Bondo this stuff, just clean it up and re-Bondo it, try to feather it in the best I can, which probably wouldn't be nothing amazing. This I have a whole different idea for. If I could just paint those myself, like I said, see how they turn out. I mean, shit, can't be, okay, it could probably be worse than what it is, but can't be a lot worse, I don't think. Because all I'd really do, especially with that one, is lightly sand it and, you know, rough it up just enough for paint. And then, like I said, I'd just use the industrial paint on it if I can, and the same with the car. See how it holds up, see how it looks, see how everything works out. Put a clear coat over top of them. I don't know, who the hell knows. But if I could do it, this thing right here, this would be the, I don't know, what do you call it, the little test dummy or whatever for it first. Because if I really screw this one up bad, maybe I wouldn't do that one. But yeah, I don't think it'd be terrible. Just kind of a facelift, and altogether really just some redneck shit, and see how it turns out. I could try to keep track of, you know, the cost of materials, my time in it roughly, and I'm just not good at that because I don't focus enough on it. I could, but I get working, you know, like when I first started trying this YouTube stuff, half the time I wouldn't even turn the camera on. I just get working and space things off. So, but I think it could be cool. It's another day, and we're going to show you how clean this motor came out after I put the degreaser and everything. That's what I always do, especially on these older motors and they've had all them oil leaks. Spray them, let them soak, and then pressure wash them. Got to be careful sometimes. Sensors and things get wet, but this looks 100 times better. I mean, all this was pretty much black and had oil all down it, in through here, just in all the spots where you normally would see everything build up. All along here had gunk, but it looks a lot better. So now there's a couple things I want to do to it. Not painting it yet, but I do want to do that. But I got some struts. I did the brakes the other day. I didn't do any of that on here, but I was gonna hurry and change the struts on this side, that side, and then I might hurry and sand these headlights down and re-clear coat them just so they don't have that yellow ugliness to them. But I don't know if I showed you guys the other day when I was working on this and doing all that other stuff. I did go through and drill a bunch of holes, and I haven't finished putting the zip ties in it yet, but look at that. That looks amazing. Okay, it really doesn't, but it at least now it's all one piece and functioning instead of two of them broke and kind of flapping in the wind. And like I said, it's just a work car. I don't care. Get back and forth to work. As long as it runs and it's reliable, that's all I care about. I don't care about the looks. I want to paint it for fun, but, and just to see, like I said, the costs and everything. So I'll get started on these struts and then see if I do the headlights next. If I can, I'd like to. That way all that stuff's done, and then I can, I might pull the back brakes. They're drums, unfortunately, so I might pull them and just look at those brakes and everything. And then I think that's kind of the last thing I'll do up until I decide if I'm going to paint it or whatever.
I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you.
One done. I got to come back and torque the wheel lug nuts, but that one is all in place. Now I'll go get started on the other side, get it done. Hopefully, like I said, I want to do those lights, and then I got 2 of my sway bar links on the Dodge. Earlier, you might have seen me on the other side with the flashlight, just kind of inspecting everything. I was going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm not going to have to do much because the boots are cracked open on the CV axle. Let me show you. See all that grease? As soon as I pulled it off, I noticed. Anyway, you can see it right there. See it split open? It's shot. Same with back here. That means this project's going to turn into a little more work, but I'd rather do it now while everything's out and open, get it done. That sucks. I didn't plan on doing that, but anyway, I'm gonna hurry and pull this strut and everything, hub, everything out of here so I can replace that while I'm in it. So that all, as you guys seen, that whole thing popped out of there. If I can get back behind there, I was going to try to use that pickle fork or one of these bars, because if I can get in there enough just to pop that loose, but I'm hoping that'll just pop out of there. I'll try to get that and then go grab, well, I got the struts, but I gotta go grab the CV axle for that now. If they have one, I'll probably, in fact, I better get on the phone because I'll probably have to call and order it and get it here today or tomorrow. So I'll hurry and call and figure that out. Haha! Damn. Oh shit. There you have it. That those little rings, they snap in. They slide in there and lock into place. That one is. Well, I'm glad I get to do it now. Be done with it. On a good note, it had plenty of grease in there, so that's good. The other thing we want to do is, now I should have looked at that before and I didn't, but see if that seal's leaking. I don't see, usually if it is, it sprays fluid all over everything, and I don't think it is. So anyway, I'll just plan on leaving it for now. Well, maybe. It's probably like $4, so I'll probably just get it while I'm up there and replace it. Well, I found it. I figured it out. And when I was running that motor, you could hear kind of a crunching, I don't know, something sound. And when I pulled that motor off, I know exactly what the problem is. Would you look at that? So that whole cable track, whatever system is completely shot. Now I get to go through and, like I said, I ordered a new one, and hopefully there isn't more that's broke, so I can get the window put back in place and just get the damn thing working. And then I don't know what the other side is doing, because it's working slowly, but gosh, that don't even have much for gears unless that's all just grease in there I need to clean out now. Get back to it. Yeah, so that whole insulation piece is missing on this one, and you can tell everything's got paint all over it, so it's been repainted. Who knows if that door was off of another vehicle, maybe different colors. Looks like a silver there. I don't care, because again, it's just a work car, but that would explain some of the other shit.
And I don't know how long it's been. Days pass by like it's hours. Sweet memories turning sour. And yeah, I said that I'd forget all these memories in my head, but it's the only thing I have left. I keep my hopes up, one day you'll show up. Tell me that you love me again. I say I'm sorry, you'll come and hug me, but I know that it's all in my head, 'cause you're gone.
I set that camera up, hopefully you guys seen everything, but I went and grabbed some tint from my nephew and his wife. They tint professionally, not me. But I wanted to hurry and get these done. Figured I could do it while I had the glass out. No easier time to do it. I've done it the other way many times, and oh man, it's about 3 times more work. But anyway, so I got those done, and they were pre-cut from them because they got the pre-cut and all the stuff. So now I can get everything, start putting it back on the track. I am losing daylight. I don't know if I'm going to get done tonight. I hope so. I'd like to get the windows up, get everything done, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. I won't probably roll them up all the way anyway because of the tint. So anyway, we'll see. I was also going to show you these window clips. I didn't think I was going to be able to find any uptown, but they actually had them. So I have to put these ones were fine from the driver's side, so those I won't have to mess with, but I do got to throw 2 on this one. It only had 1 and it was broke. The little tab on it was broke, so I do got to throw them on, and then I can hopefully hurry and throw those tracks and the windows in. I didn't make it. It's dark, almost dark, and the windows are gonna get left down. I don't really care, other than I don't want cats or anything in it. So I guess I'll chance it and see what happens, finish it up tomorrow. But I got the windows tinted. Ah! Dang it. We did can see right there, I got a couple little marks in the tint from when I put that bracket in there, so damn it. I finally got my CV axle, and I took the seal out of the other one. Even though it wasn't leaking or anything, it's a good idea to just replace them. However, it took almost as long to get that. And it has, well, let me show you here. So the seal I took out itself, of course, whoops, was just the seal and the, you know, shell and everything, but then they said it comes with 3 other parts, and I didn't know what they were talking about, because when I took that axle off, it had this side that is obviously in the transmission side, and I thought this was one piece, because every one I've ever replaced, I've never had these. So I got looking at it, and those snap rings, one on the transmission side and one on the inside underneath that sleeve, but I didn't know that. So when I actually received this, I thought I had the wrong one. Got everything figured out, but I had no idea that they made them in 2 pieces like that. So I'm going to get this put back together, run back out there. I got to get this done. I got to get the windshield replaced.
Depths of silence,
I'm gonna get this put together, and then I've got to hurry and get that in the car, because I've got it scheduled to get the windshield repled because it's all cracked. So I've got to hurry and get these finished up, put that in there, and I'm not gonna get to those headlights today. I'll get them another time. But learn something new every day. The seal is in. Now I can put the axle in place. Not much guarantee here.
Come up, bring me out, and leave me high and dry. You were the laughter.
There we go.
That kept me alive.
It's in.
You were hello, and I was goodbye. An ember that flickered, that faded away. You were
Done.
Summer,
I'm just gonna finish putting the little center cap on, obviously, and that will wrap up this one.
That kept me alive. I said hold on, you say goodbye.